students. In grade 7, subject science, today we are learning chapter number 4, heat. In this chapter's learning points are heat introduction and its definition, temperature, difference between clinical and laboratory thermometer. Also, we teach its precautions and how to use. Then, mode of transfer heat, conduction, convection and radiation. After that, difference between conductor and insulator. Now let's start heat introduction. Heat, students, what is mean by heat? Now you think about the situation that in summer season, what you feel in summer season? In summer season, we feel hotness. In winter season, we feel cold. Even we stay in our home, we feel cold. You see that. So heat means something that we feel, right? Heat is a form of energy. You see that sound, it is also form of energy. Light, it is also form of energy. Sound that we can hear, light that we can see. But heat that we can feel. So let's talk about its definition. Heat is the form of energy which causes us sensation of hotness or coldness. Sensation means what? Feel. We feel. Say for example, in the morning time when we take tea, how do we feel? Hot. When we put your finger in that cup of tea, you feel hotness. Okay. When you eat ice cream, what do you feel? It feels us cold. Right? So, there are so many examples that we feel of heat. One of the best example that during the winter season when we rub our palms together like this way, then here after some time you feel hotness, right? Why? Because heat is transfer of energy, right? How here the heat is transfer? Heat is transferred from our body to hand, right? So, like this way, again I repeat these definitions. Heat is the form of energy, right? The first point, which causes us sensation, means feels of hotness or coldness. So, clear this definition, students? Next point, temperature. Temperature means the degree of hotness or coldness of an object known as temperature. The degree of hotness and coldness, right? How much hotness is there, how much coldness is there, that we measured either in degree Celsius or degree F. So temperature measured, the unit of temperature measured in Celsius or Fahrenheit. Degree Fahrenheit, degree Celsius. This is called degree. That's why our definition, temperature means the degree of hotness or coldness. When hotness is there, temperature is more. When coldness is there, temperature is less. Right? Now, how to know whether the temperature is hot or the temperature is less? You see that whenever the person who is sick, at that time, we cannot say that whether how many exactly temperature is there of that human body. So for that purpose, one device is there, and that device to measure the temperature, it is known as thermometer. Thermometer. Now there are two types of thermometer, clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Here you see this clinical thermometer which is used by doctor. Laboratory thermometer that we use in laboratory when we are doing experiments. This thermometer, clinical thermometer, which is used to measure human body temperature. And here that we measure in laboratory wherever when we perform some experiment. Now here you see that in this clinical thermometer, here it is a one narrow glass tube is there. Inside, downside one bulge is there. And this bulge contain mercury. Here this is also mercury. This is kink, K-I-N-K, kink, which is available, you can find in clinical thermometer. While here kink is not available. Here kink is not there. Why kink is there, that I will tell you. Here the range of temperature is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius in clinical thermometer. Here the range is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Now let's we talk about the kink. Before that, we have to see the precautions how to use the thermometer. See, whenever we use clinical thermometer, the first precaution that we have to wash it by antiseptic solution. Then our human body temperature, normal temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, right? So we take this thermometer like this way, say this is thermometer, and first of all we have to jerk slightly. While we jerk it, we are going to reduce the level of mercury below 37 degrees Celsius. So then we can measure the temperature of the body accurately. That's why this kink is there. So when we take this thermometer and put under the tongue for 1 minute, then we have to take out the thermometer and see like this way. Vertically we have to read. We see the red thread-like structure, thin, very thin, that mercury level that we see, and you find that when you take out the thermometer from the mouth, the temperature level must not be fall down. It is prevented by this kink. Let's we talk about this laboratory thermometer. When we perform experiment, we have to hang this thermometer freely like this way, upright. It should not be tilted. Thermometer must be upright one like this way. Okay, wherever we put the thermometer, then it should not be touched on the down of that beaker. It should be like this way, slightly move above the surface of the container. Next point is there, in this we are not supposed to take out the thermometer. The thermometer must be there only inside that apparatus wherever. So at that time we can measure the correct temperature. Here we can take out, here we can't. So just now I have told you about the answer why it is there. Okay. So here again I am telling you the main point of this clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer, that we have seen this thermometer which is used to measure the body temperature. Here it is used to measure the experiment purpose in laboratory during the experiments. These you can take out from your mouth, but these you cannot take out from your device. We have to hold it upright, not hold here, not hold by these bulb sides, right? Okay. And then whenever we use it, we have to wash it properly with antiseptic solution. Okay, so these are the main points and main difference that we use. One more difference, that is very important, range. Here the range is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Here our range is -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius in laboratory thermometer. Okay, so these are the difference between thermometer, clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Very interesting point, transfer of heat. Now heat transfer by three mode. First mode is by conduction, convection and radiation. In conduction, let me understand by this experiment. Here one stand is there, one iron rod is there. Here we take one candle we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nails. Then we attach with wax material. Light the candle for some times. Then what is our observation? This iron rod, it is going to heat. So what happened? What is your observation? Here the heat, once this candle starts to burn, here this region become hot and this is your cold region. So heat is transferred from hot region to cold region. How can you say why not cold to hot? Why not hot to cold? Because you see, when this candle is burning, then this nail will drop first and then this will drop first, then this means heat is transferred from hotter region to colder region. So the definition is very easy for conduction. The process by which heat is transferred from hotter region to colder region. When the process by which the heat is transferred from hotter region to colder region, right? And this, which will be possible by which type of object? Solid object. These happen in solid object. So we speak the definition of this conduction. The process by which heat is transferred from hotter object to colder object by an object is known as conduction. The process by which heat is transferred from hotter region to colder region of an object is known as conduction. So clear this conduction. Let's talk about convection. In convections, here let me understand by this experiment. Here two experiment is there. Let me try to understand by this experiment. Very simple experiment. These you can do at your home also. You see here spirit lamp is there. This mass is there and here one round bottom flask is there. And inside that round bottom flask we take water. Now start to heat it. So what is your observation? Here our one concept is there. Hot air rises up. Right? That we have studied in your previous standard. Hot air always rises up. So here this warm first. Right? And this is the surrounding water. Now the water, once it is heated, it goes up and whatever the space is available here, that will be taken by this water, surrounding water. Over here again it heated and goes up. So like this way the water becomes hot first from down to top, means water is always moved from down to top because here heat area is there. So first it heated and it starts to heat from down to first while the surrounding water, then it comes here and again it is, the process is again as per previous process. Let's try to understand this experiment. Here one candle is there. Suppose this is a candle and I am putting my hand like this way, and I am putting my hand like this way also. So what is my observations? After some time I lift my hand immediately. But see, when you put your hand like this way, right, you cannot feel warm from this side than this. So maximum warmth you can find from the top. Here also some heat you can find, but maximum heat you can find on the top, because here flame is there, and the concept is hot air always rises up. Hot air always rises up. Then this, the temperature is maximum over here, not here like this way. That's why we immediately lift our hand after beyond the flame of this candle. Okay, so by this process you can say it is the process of convection. Let's we talk about the radiation. Here this convection, here the medium is water, but here no medium is required in the phenomenon of radiations. This radiation, it is very simple example from sun, and this is land. From the sun, heat is coming from the sun on the land, right? Wherever the no medium is there, here no medium. So radiation is the process in which the medium is not required, right? For that purpose, let's we understand very fine phenomena like sea breeze and land breeze, right? So let's we try to understand that phenomena. Here you see, during the day, during daytime, we find sea breeze. How? You see, here the sun is there, right? The people who are living coastal area, they experience this sea breeze and land breeze. Let's we talk about sea breeze. Here the sun is there, here land is there, here sea is there, right? So when during the daytime, whenever the heat is just coming on the land, it becomes hot air, right? And here on that sea area, water is there, so the air is cool, right? Now, as per our concept, hot air rises up. Now the land started to hot, so the air moves up and goes towards to sea. Here sea air is cool. Now once the air moves from here to there, here the space is empty. So that space which is filled by this cool air immediately pushed to the land. And such phenomenon you can find sea breeze, right? Very simple. Again I am explain this. In sea breeze, coastal area, wherever land and sea is there, sun is there. Due to the heating of the sun, land get heated. So here air becomes hot, and they goes to rises up. Hot air rises up. It becomes light, right? So they rises up. Here cool air is there. Cool air. Now once they rises up, here the space is available. That space which is filled by this cool air by pushing towards the land side. And such phenomena it is known as sea breeze. Let me talk about the land breeze. This happen during night time. Land is there, sea is there. During night time, land becomes cool. During night time, the whole day, the hot is there. So here, not too much hot water is there, but less hot water is there. So here, less hot air is there. So they rises up to this side. Hot air rises up. So they rises up this side. As the space is available, that space which is filled by this cool air from land side. So just they push land to sea. That's why it is known as land breeze. So students, you can understand this phenomenon where medium is not required, right? No medium is required. It is the best example for this radiation. Another best example for radiation, that in a winter season, people they sit in front of that fire. Why? There no medium is there. People sit separately from the fire. There is some space is there. But people can feel warm condition due to the radiation effect, right? So radiation, the transfer of heat is, which mode of transfer of heat is there? Radiation is there, right? Okay. Another example for the radiation is there in summer season, that wet clothes dries up. Why? That is also the which mode of heat it's that you can observe. Radiation type of heat is there. Okay. Let's we understand the last point, that is kinds of clothes. Now kinds of clothes that we wear in summer season and winter season. In summer season we wear now let we try to understand this question. In summer season we wear light color clothes. Why? Students, in summer season too much hot is there, right? So if we wear light cloth, then light cloth does not absorb more heat. So we feel comfortable and cool. You see, in winter season we wear woolen clothes. In winter season this woolen cloth it traps or absorb more heat, so it does not allow cool inside, cool air inside, right? Another example that clothes dry up in summer season quickly. Why? In summer season, too much hot is there, and wherever the clothes are there, by the concept of radiation, no medium is required there. Clothes dry up immediately. As the clothes are there, they reflect the heat, and you see, for that purpose, let's we talk about this two container. That one container, that surface is dark, another container, that surface is white surface. We just fill the water in both the contain. Now what do you observe, students? Here you see that in which container water becomes more heated. The container having black surface, it absorbs more heat. So naturally you can say that it heats faster. The container which having white surface, it absorbs less heat. Means heat immediately reflect from that surface. So heat is not absorbed more here, right? That's why here it is heated but very less heated. Okay. So this is the concept of radiation where medium is not required. Here this chapter is over. So thank you, students. I think you understand this concept. Now after this I will send you PDF of this chapter's main concept by this different video. Then you can understand, you watch that video also, that you can understand well in my PDF file, where the question answers and still more concept of this chapters, heat, more topics are there regarding these, more examples are there, different videos that you can watch and you can understand. Thank you.